Hi everyone, we are Group 9 from the Financial Computing 3 course. And today I'm going to introduce our group project, which is called Easy Trade Multi-Asset Backtesting Platform. And as the name suggests, we're backtesting the performance of several trading strategies on multiple assets, and the client are free to choose the parameters of such strategies and the backtesting period that we want it to be tested on, and the instrument, for example, stock or treasury or FX markets. And the project is developed by Ming Yang, Kelly Young, Maggie Hu, Jerry Jang, Eric Zhao, and Xing Chai. So let's get started. So first, let's take a look at our data. So this is our data, and they come from multiple sources, include web scraping, direct download, APIs, and so on. So for illustration purposes, we're gonna omit all those details, but for now you can see that we have a clean sheet of data on several instruments, S&P 500, treasuries, foreign currencies and stuff like that. And we have raw sheet and a clean sheet, and also VIX data. Nothing too interesting, but here it is. So let's get to run our project. So we go to our folder and let's run. All right, so first step, you get to choose what instrument that you actually want to test on. So we have foreign exchange, treasury, VIX, stocks, and S&P 500. For example, right now I want to test on stocks. Let's do Apple. All right, so we have Apple, and then we have several strategies: Bollinger Band, True Strength Index, Relative Strength Index, MACD, and Look Back. We're not going to go into the details of what each strategy means and what the parameters mean, but you can always find those in the README file. But for now, you can see we have 5 strategies and the reverse strategy for those 5. So yeah, you can type in any number to test out those strategies. For example, I'm really interested in Relative Strength Index. I'm going to go with 3. All right, tap enter, and then parameters are the following with default values. So for each strategy, we have a default value for each parameter: length of interval, stop gain, stop loss, low threshold, high threshold, meaning the threshold that will actually trigger the signal. But anyways, you can tune those parameters, or you can go with the default parameter. You can use 1 or 2 to indicate your choice. For now, we're gonna go with 1, use default parameters, so that will be easy. So input number of trading days, well, we support from 150 to 500. For example, we want to do 300 trading days. And let's say I want to backtest start from just the very beginning, 2017, January 3rd. Oops, it says input invalid. Why? It says please input your starting date, like the month, date, year. I did the wrong way, so let's get this right. All right, all set. Are you ready to go? Press return to start, press C to exit, press R to restart program. We're gonna go with return, so let's run it. All right, magic. Let's enlarge the window a little bit. Now we can see that the daily balance dynamic strategy for the RSI strategy, we're trading on Apple, and we start with $10,000 and using RSI strategy. Unfortunately, this is not a very good strategy, specifically on Apple stock, because you can see that in 300 days, you actually from 10,000 to 6,500, so you actually lose $3,500. That's bad. But, things happen. And we have a trade report where you can see you only make 1 trade and you did not make any money. You actually lose $4,000 on that trade. I don't know how that happens, but, that's your parameter is not nice. And the instrument, specifically the market, is not nice to you. Things can happen. But on the bright side, we already know that if the RSI strategy is not a very good one, then RSI reverse is probably going to be a good one because the signal is going to be reversed. If you have a short signal, then you're going to buy the stock. You're going to long. And if you have a long signal, then you're going to short. So let's try this again. So this time we're going to intentionally mess up our input and to see how the system will remind you that you actually type in the wrong input. For example, let's do AALLLL. Well, it says input invalid because it's not a ticker, it's not VIX, it's not one of those. So let's get on right track. AAPL. This time we're gonna do reverse RSI, which is -3. And we're still gonna run the default parameters. So we go 1. And the trading days, we're still gonna go 300. And we're still gonna start from the January 3rd, 2017. And also ready to go? Yes, we're ready to go. Oops! Now you can see, even though the last strategy we lose actually close to $4,000, when we reverse the signal, naturally we're gonna up by around $4,000, and this is exactly what happens in this strategy. So yeah, even though sometimes a strategy might just screw you up, but you can always find a way to make some money, and that's the purpose of back testing, to figure out which one has the best performance. And the trade window is gonna prompt. And you can see nothing very surprising that you have make total 1 trade, and now the trade is profitable, so make 1 profitable trade, and the profit streak is just 1 because we only made 1 trade, so there's really nothing too much to analyze. And the profit trade ratio is 100%. Great, and you make 4,000 in that trade. All right, so this is our program. And for the last 2 to 3 minutes, I'm just gonna, show you guys different parameters and maybe different instruments and see how each strategy works. So we're gonna go out, run it, and this time we're not gonna go with the AAPL. You can do Microsoft. You can do reversed MACD, whatever. Now you can do the customize your parameters. Let's do 2. And now import for a signal line, you want to do 9, let's do 8, whatever. 8 to 16, let's do 415. 20 to 32, let's do 33. And it says input invalid because it's 20 to 32. Oh, let's do 31, how about that? It works. And stop loss, 0 to 0.6, let's do 5% loss. All right, 400 days. This time we're gonna go to maybe messed up. January the 1st, 2018 is within the range. All set, ready to start? Of course. All right, you can see this strategy is pretty volatile. We probably make a bunch of trades. We didn't make any trade on the first 2 months because it's used to generate signals. We didn't look back to the period before January 2nd, and you can see downs and ups, and finally do make some money, pretty nice. And the report. All right, so there are 13 trades that happened, and we make 8 profitable trades, so 61% are making money, and we are making 6 consecutive trades that actually make money. Hooray, very good. And max single profit is $554, which is, I would say, decent. And yeah, so that's it. Oh, one more thing. You can actually run all strategies. So for example, this time we're going to go with the 5-year treasury. All right, so notice you can have an all strategy. For all strategy, you can just do 0, and then you notice that you don't have to type in any parameters because it's all defaulted. And you can go with 10 strategy at one time. That's really cool, in my opinion. All right. Bing. All right, you can see that there's two strategies that we actually make money on that one. It's probably because treasury data doesn't move that much, so our signal line doesn't move that much. So there aren't many strategies that are making trades. But for the two strategies, Bollinger Band and MACD, that are making trades, and those are actually making money, and those are in the graphs. And in more complicated instances, we have probably 5 lines that are making money. But yeah, that's just an illustration, and we have a trade report. And that's it. Thank you all for watching.